Hello and welcome. My name is Caitlin O'Mara. Today we're going to be doing a Let's Play for Atari's Kangaroo. Some history behind this game. The game was actually developed by Sun Electronics, now called Sunsoft, and was licensed to Atari for distribution in America by Joe Robbins, Coin-Op Empire Distributing in 1982. I wasn't able to find direct designers for this game, but some names I found associated with it through Atari were Kevin Osborne, Josh Littlefield, and James Letterman. The game itself was originally designed as an arcade game and then later was ported by Atari to the Atari 8-bit and the Atari 2600. Interestingly, the cover art for the Atari 2600 game was done by Marty Viljamma, and the game itself is similar to Atari's King Kong. This game and that game are just being clones of the Donkey Kong game that was also very popular at the time. And this game actually became so popular itself, it did turn into a Saturday morning kids cartoon. And in the game itself, we're going to be hearing some songs. Hopefully, upon level completion, we'll be hearing Stephen Foster's song, Oh Susanna. The game starts you off as Mama Kangaroo trying to get to her Joey at the top right-hand side of the screen, all while dodging and fighting these monkeys and dying. Of course, dying. Those are those apples I had mentioned that you have to dodge throughout the game. And your life you can see at the bottom left-hand side. Oh, we punched a monkey. That's going to be the main fun part mechanic of this game, which I do find quite entertaining. But we are supposed to fight and dodge these monkeys, dodging their apples, which is a mechanic that you didn't see in Donkey Kong. You're supposed to be able to jump and dodge those apples. And we're on our last life here. As we saw at the bottom left-hand side, we had those squares denoting our life we do not have anymore now. And now we get to start the game over. So we go through these levels, trying to get to our Joey at the top-hand right of the screen, dodging these apples and fighting these monkeys. One thing I didn't like about this right away was once you got to the newer levels on the screen, you actually encountered these glitches, which you can see here. However, the use of strawberries did let me know right away what was expected of me in this game, and it allowed me to realize that I was to move through the levels and get to my Joey at the top right-hand side of the screen, and fight monkeys, which I'm not terribly good at. There's that glitch again, going to that second level there. And these monkeys do have the ability to throw apples, which we can jump, dodge apples at the top, duck apples, dodge apples. Almost got hit by one there. But that glitch does persist throughout the game. Oh! And they come at you really fast, too. Ringing that bell, we heard the Westminster's chapel song that we can hear. It's pretty popular. I've definitely heard it before. But we are just trying to get to that Joey at the top right-hand side. And punch monkeys. Not exactly certain why they change when you go through. I'm assuming they're now oranges. I know it's supposed to be reward systems for the Kangaroo. It does have a bit of a learning curve as well. You start out with what I think a pretty challenging first level. It doesn't help that you can't move on those ladders to avoid the apples. But yeah, that glitch persists throughout the game. One thing I noticed is that you can kind of trick the apples. Oh. And their hitboxes for the enemies are actually pretty large, although you do have to have a certain skill set around that as well. Let's see if we can finish this level here. So for the game controls itself, you're utilizing, for this particular situation, I'm utilizing my arrow keys and my space bar. But during its time, the Atari 2600 would have actually had controllers that would have came with it. The Atari controllers that would have controlled it. Let's see if we can complete this level here. Punch monkeys. Afraid not. Not terribly good at this game. But this was my Let's Play. I have a lot of links in the description below, including a very nice article that talked about Kangaroo and its heyday and how a lot of the developers at Atari weren't too happy about acquiring a fully made game from another company. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. My name is Caitlin O'Mara. Have a good day.